Okay, guys, I think we should do a round of tight flight fight.
Okay.
This time I chose three women who are from my favorite genre of music, who I would like to kick it with any of them, but they're kind of similar, so it might be hard to choose. So we have Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, and India Arie. So you have to pick one that you'd be tight with, your best friend, one that you want to take a flight with, that's your girl trip buddy, and one that you will fight that be on site.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right, go. Leanna.
Yes. So I'm going to fight India Arie.
Okay.
Only because I don't really feel like I have a sense of her personality. Like, she seems very calm and, all of that, very of the like earth. I imagine she's probably vegan or something, but like, I don't really have a sense of her personality where I'm like, oh, I know she would be a great girlfriend, like she seems very zen. And I feel like if I were like, you know what, I have to fight you, she would be like, come on, let's just talk it out, maybe it wouldn't end up being a fight, but that's who I choose. That's who I would choose to fight.
Okay.
Between Jill Scott and Erykah Badu. So like Erykah Badu to me, this one time at band camp, I did meet Erykah and her at real life, and her eyes and her whole aura is like a thing. It is a real thing.
You
like,
understand
I was sucked in.
Okay.
I understand why Common was. I understand why Andre 3000 was. I understand why, like, all of
she's a doula.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she actually births babies into this world.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
I think Teyana Taylor just had her second child, and like she put some crystals on their onesies. I don't know. She just has a whole thing. I feel like I would get wrapped up into all of that, But Jill Scott, though, like that seems like that could be the whole me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Billy.
I think I'm gonna go on a flight with Erykah Badu. Just spend the weekend with her and like just completely immerse myself in her world and come back with like all the stories and stuff. Probably come back pregnant. I don't know. I just feel like Erykah will get you into some mess. And then Jill Scott, I think, would be my bestie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She's so dope. She's just so dope. And like for me, sorry, one more thing about Jill. For me, she's like, like plus size, but like she just owns her sexuality too, like just oozes. And I just love that type of confidence on her. Like when you see that on the stage and her performing, it just is one of those times when you're like, yes, like let me take some of what you got.
It's like, yes, queen, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Siobhan, what do you think?
I kind of agree with Leanna a little bit. I would have to fight India Arie for the same reason, right? Just don't get a great sense of who she is. And yeah, she might let me win. She seems like she would be like, what moves your spirit? Just give me one punch in the face and we can be at peace with each other.
We can squash this.
Yeah. But I think I would go on a girls' trip with Jill Scott. Just because of everything basically you just said, Leanna. Like she's seems like so fun. And like so like she's who you want to go like to the club with and like on the prowl with, Like that would just be fun. And then Erykah Badu, she would have to be my best friend so that she could like teach me her ways.
Yeah.
Like I need to be like immersed in that aura so that I can like absorb it. Yes. And reflect it back out into the universe.
Yes.
I feel like that's an extended period of time spent with her.
That takes some time. Yeah.
Yes. So I think that's what I'm going to go with.
Okay. What about you, Stace?
So, very, very unpopular opinion, I think, of the world, and definitely what I'm picking up from you ladies. I do not like Erykah Badu this aura that you guys are talking about, I think is weird. And I think she has, I tried to watch the little battle, the versus battle between Jill Scott and her. And I talked to one of my friends who tried to prep me for like how great Erykah Badu was. I created a Spotify list and everything. And I walked away with the same 2 songs that I liked before, still liking those and still, and I blame me. I'm not evolved enough. I'm not evolved enough for what Erykah is putting out into the universe. And I'm just like, rainbows and butterflies, like it's too much for me. So I'm going to fight her.
Okay.
I'm going to fight her.
Okay.
Jill Scott.
I think you would lose, just for the record.
I mean,
with her aura carrying me away.
I feel like she would flip that right off and her Dallas, Texas would come out.
With her.
Yes.
Would she take her clothes off and walk the street and say to me, yeah, come get this ass whooping. Bad.
Nah, I think she'd be like, come on, sis, you about to get this in your face.
Do you remember Erykah Badu from Call Tyrone, right? I'd be the one who would fight you.
Right.
Not the bad lady
ahead.
Erykah Badu.
Did we talk about in one of our episodes in season 1 how weed smokers are really lethargic? So isn't she a weed smoker? She definitely seems like she has some sage going. Like I feel like I could get in there. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think.
Hey, maybe I'd lose, but I'm just saying I don't feel like it's like a total. No, it's not a TKO. Okay.
Also, we did not say that weed smokers are very lethargic, but go ahead.
So then. I think that I would be really great friends with Jill Scott. I like her energy. I like that she considers herself an artist. Okay. She is one of the few artists that I know who actually does things well, like, you know, both well. She's a great actor and she's a great like songwriter and she is a singer. And I feel like she'd be like, try. Fix your crown. I feel like she'd always be like, fix your crown, sis. Like, that's how I feel like, that's the energy I get from her. And I think she'd have stories for days and we would have so much fun together.
Yeah.
Arie, I mean, I don't know if she's vegan because she seems like she's cornbread fed. So I don't know if she's vegan or not, but maybe. She seems like, you know, through all her, you know, her songs, the point of it all, where she's talking about going to countries and a person was blind and she realized she really had sight, but she didn't have sight. And that's, so y'all know the song I'm talking about. Or I'm not the girl from the video. She seemed like, you know, I could learn a thing or two from her on a flight, a short flight from Atlanta to New York. That's 2 hours. That's it.
Oh.
So your girl's trip would only be the flight?
You're like, I'm good. I'm just gonna go home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was not great. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I think I think I'd fight Arie. Yeah, I think I would. And only because of my extra love for Jill and Erykah.
Yeah.
Like any other time, Arie would be like my girl, but only because I got to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Jill, I think I'd want to be best friends with Jill Scott.
Okay.
Because she is I just think Jilly from Philly is just like everything.
I've never heard that said before, Jilly from Philly.
Yes. Yes. We've got to spend some more time with Jill, Stace. But yeah, I think she's just like, she just seems like she would be so cool and her artistry and all of that, but not necessarily in the same way that Erykah would. I think that Erykah would be a little too deep for me. So I don't know if I could take it for like long, like a whole friendship. But like a good girls trip, like a weekend or something. I think Leanna hit it on the head, like in a burst like that. I think I could get a lot of it and then be like, all right, cool. I'll see you next year for the girls trip. But I don't think that we would like Like if we were talking, I feel like I'd be confused in like what she was saying and stuff.
Yeah, you do a lot of this
But,
head nod, like,
Yeah, sis, I got you. Yeah, I agree. It's a shift in the atmosphere. So yeah, I want to do Girls Trip with her. So I think I said exactly the same as Leanna.
Yeah.
I think hit it on the head. Agreed. Okay,
That's fun. Continue the experience on our social media handles at the Confab Experience.